veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
hey guys, we're back. What's going on?
What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm good. We back in the house.
Yeah. What's the name of this mini series?
The name of this mini series is Blood Sisters.
What happened to the last part? I can only hear the first word.
Oh, you can only hear the first word?
Yeah, I said I only heard the first word. What happened to the rest of the title?
I gave you the whole title, but you just didn't hear it. Maybe your headset didn't.
Say it one more time.
Your headset didn't pick it up. It was Blood Sisters.
I don't think I like this new rendition. You could have stuck with the old one.
Oh my goodness.
Hey there, Roll, part of our A-Team family. How you doing tonight? Good to see you and the rest of the A-Team and viewers. All right, we got a new member, Melda242. Melda's also a content creator, guys. So if you're looking for bohemian recipes and extra great personality, be sure to pick her up too. All right. Hey there, Condessa. How are you this evening?
Yeah.
Alan V in the house, another member and moderator extraordinaire.
Monique King.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's our Mo? Monique, how you doing?
Ellen V in the place to be.
Is she laughing at your blood, sister? How you changed it up and messed it up?
That's the remix.
That's the remix. We like the original. We like the original, Alex.
You like the original, huh?
Yeah, stick to the script.
One thing I realized is that this series is really picking up viewership since we've been covering it. A lot of people are looking at it now, and I can really appreciate that because it's a good series. It's a short series, but it's a good series. Very well done.
Very well done.
And I enjoyed it myself. Obviously, some things annoy you with these things, but that just come part of the movie. That's just what it is, But for the most part, I enjoyed it.
Why were you annoyed? You just easily annoyed, I think.
No, just the lack of street smarts. But I had to understand the characters. They're not from the street. They're not street smart.
We talked about that, right? They're not career criminals. Well, yeah, they're young girls. They're young girls, and they never been out in the street, so they don't really know.
Right. So we're going to jump into this thing. What you got first, since you're going to lead?
Right. So it's part 4, the finale of this series, Blood Sisters. As it opens, we see Sarah's unconscious, and the bad doc is about to remove her organs. Kimmy gets out the shower, only to be beat by the doctor. Meanwhile, Uncle B gets closer, and Ken arrives.
Yeah. When the doctor started, kind of dotting where he going to cut the kidney out or whatever organ he was going to cut out, I believe
it was kidneys, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Kimmy got to get out this 2-hour shower now. Come on, Kimmy. You've been in there 2 hours.
Can I sip my water in peace?
I'm like, get out the shower, man.
Don't make me laugh. Yeah, she was in there. I mean, like, you should have enjoyed it, though, because that was another wet scene where you saw a woman's body all soaped up and lathered up and moist and
wet. But she had a back turn. I ain't seen no breast misses. That's 3 S's.
I saw him. I don't know what scene, what part 4 you watched. I saw him.
You did, huh?
I caught a side glimpse. I sure did.
A side glimpse. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
enough for me. I don't want to see it if it's not chest hairs. I don't want to see it anyway.
Oh, okay. But she made it out and tried to save Sarah, but she got the worst of it. You
She
know.
did. She
Yeah, she
did.
got and the doctor put that scalpel on her. It just that
Yeah.
I know that hurts. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
keep it PG. But yeah, he
Yeah.
did, and then he socked her a little bit too.
Yeah. Now, how is a scalpel not PG? How as a scalpel is a medical instrument? How is that not
Mm-hmm.
PG?
And then meanwhile, we see that Uncle B, he's in the car and he's getting closer and closer to the girls.
Right.
And now this is the part. This is the part. Or Kenny, who is Sarah's friend, who tried to stop the wedding earlier. At
Right.
the exclusive hotel. Ken comes because he finds out that she's there, and unfortunately for him, he doesn't take the bad doctor's advice that she's not there, and he
Yeah.
kind of gets unalived.
What do I always tell you about? And we talk about this off the air sometimes when we have certain conversations. And I
Mhm.
always tell you when people approach you in the street, what do I tell you to do?
Oh yeah, always look at their hands. Always
Look
see
at
if
their
they
hands,
look at their
right?
hand. Yeah, because you know what? And the good doctor, but the in his defense, the good doctor had his hands behind his back.
Right, which is more of a reason. What are you
Mm-hmm.
hiding? Watch his hands.
Yeah, he
Okay,
did. Oh, let me
it's
get back
more of
over
a
here to the
reason.
comments.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
just no awareness. The man has his hands behind his back. He looks suspect, and you're going to continue to sit there and talk to this man like ain't nothing going on. You got to get in your defense mode. You
Right,
know,
yeah. When he didn't see his hands, which I think the thing that about it though, if you're approaching somebody's house, I think that if you're not afraid to approach their house in the first place, you're not really thinking anything necessarily bad. So it kind of surprise was kind of the element that gave the bad doctor uh uh that cover.
but he
But yeah,
would
his hands was behind his back the whole time until
right.
once the guy wouldn't leave, he was like, okay, and straight to the jugular.
And that's them scalpels are razor sharp. I mean, them things that's a surgical instrument. So once you get hit by that, you're done, pretty much.
Yeah,
You
especially if
know,
somebody knows, like my ex husband used to know, the jugular and where it's located,
right?
because that's a major artery, and there's no coming back from that
No
for the
coming
most
back from
part.
that. Nope, no
Mm-mm.
coming back from that. So, but I was sorry for Kenny because I think he really loved Sarah. I think he was hurt behind her trying to marry Cola. He was hurt behind the whole situation. He still was trying to help her and still leading with his heart. I think he was generally a good guy and got caught up in a bad situation and it cost him. You know,
Right, right. Oh, I can't help but be tickled. Ellen V says Alex doesn't want a side glimpse.
no, no,
What is he looking for? Wait
I
a
want it
minute.
all.
Read what Monique says.
Alex said full frontal, please. Exactly. That's exactly right. Give me nothing from the side.
Okay, and read this comment also.
Roro. You want me to read it or sing it? Blood.
And
That's for,
Condessa, go ahead.
that's for you, Roro.
And Condessa agrees with you. She says, Alex, she says, that's good advice. And I want
Yeah,
to thank you
man.
guys for welcoming Melda in. Even though I think Melda may not be actually in the building today, but she jumps in and out the live. So she may be doing her own right now. So
Yeah. And you
okay.
know what? You know
Mhm,
what? I want the people in the chat, all of our faithful chat folks in the thing. I've changed
mhm.
my photo in the avatar. What do you guys think about the gray beard? Let me know. I
Hmm.
want some
You know
feedback.
what? I knew something was different. I didn't even, I was so busy with the notes and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys. Thumbs up,
Yeah.
thumbs sideways, or thumbs down.
Yeah. Sideways. What is a sideways thumb? Where's the
Hey, like they're hitchhiking. Like, come on, let's hitchhike. I think it's a good picture.
no?
I see you also went kind of Hollywood with those sunglasses too, huh?
Yeah, that's the day I was pimping. I was pimping that day.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so moving on with the notes here. Uh, then we talked about. Then sadly, Ken's jugular is cut by the bad doctor.
Yeah,
Kimmy
yeah.
helps Sarah off the operating table and sees what's going on because she finds some kidneys in a
A cooler.
container, a
Yeah, a little
cooler. Yes,
cooler. Yep.
I could think of the word cooler, and she's able to take Ken's car and leave with Sarah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Uncle B is on it.
You know what? You know what surprised me? Kimmy is strong. Kimmy is strong, man. She
She
picked
really
Sarah up in her
is.
arms
She
and,
did.
and carried her. I'm like, ooh, you know how hard it is. You know how heavy an unconscious person is. You know,
Yeah, because it's all unalive weight.
right? You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Yeah.
Kimmy
So like
carrying her,
whatever they weigh is like, whatever if they weigh 200 pounds, that's two whole 100 pounds that you're carrying.
right? And everything sinks to the bottom, and you got to hold it up. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I give Kimmy all the credit in the world for, and they protected each other really, and their friendship, is unparalleled. They just had a great friendship and love for one another throughout all this craziness. So
Right. It's
really
it's a
did.
real it's a real sisterhood. So now I'm over in the comments section.
Mm.
Alex, I want you to let you know. And Condessa says thumbs up.
Okay, thank you, thank you,
Uh Ellen V says nice picture.
thank you, Ellen.
Monique says, I'm scared to say, but I do love a great beard. Thumbs up. I'm not even gonna play with you, Ellen V, over here saying all of that.
Thank you,
And yeah,
Monique.
and that's what I was thinking too, Condessa. Yeah,
Mm.
that adrenaline, definitely. I was gonna say that to Alex. So that adrenaline that we know that is the reason why mothers are sometimes able to lift up a whole entire car when their child is up underneath it,
Right, right.
single-handedly. So yeah, that the adrenaline gives us strength that normally we wouldn't have in any other situation.
Yeah, mothers have been known to lift up cars when their child was trapped. Just the strength. Where does it come from? In that moment. So
Hmm.
yeah, all adrenaline for real. But how did the doctor? Do you have a note there? Because at some point the doctor was unalived. So
Well,
is that in the same scene or was that later?
hmm.
Because
I don't have a note for that. That's
he
that's an interesting comment. And was that Uncle B when Uncle B made his way to find the girls?
no, the doctor was in there laying next to Ken when the police showed up later on. You know, and I think the girls just got. I think the girls got to him and got out of there because they were on the run because they took Ken's car.
Right.
Yeah, the girls took
Okay. You
Ken's
you
car
you
and took
kind
off.
you kind of doubling back, sweetheart. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so the Nigerian police are on their way to Femi and Udak are scheming, and that Femi, of course, is Cola's brother, and Udak is his wife, are scheming on how to avoid being tied to Cola's death. In the meantime, and Udak once again another love scene, if you want to call it that. Udak uses her feminine wiles to control her weak husband Femi.
that's some good sex right there, though. That's some good.
How how
That
how would
turns her
you
on.
know? Wow. Oh, you know that it turns her on. You can tell
Yeah,
that, yeah?
right, right. It's the excitement of the moment, and again, that adrenaline rush of the excitement of doing something wrong and getting away with it and being turned on by it. And that's what Udak likes, and she feeds that into Femi, you
She
know,
does.
all the time. And I guess that's how she get it good from him because she has to drive him and push him, to do what she needs done. So,
But
and
he
that's
doesn't he seem weak to you? He seems so weak to me. Like
he
somebody that has to require that type of motivation from external sources all the time.
he
Like we
is.
all need to be motivated, but all the time?
He is. That's why Cola ran the company because the mother saw Femi as weak, and he is. I think the sister, the one that's the drug addict, is stronger than Femi to me, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think so too. I think so too. And has she not been the mother not been so treacherous toward her? But in any case, Cola's friend, his best friend, Akin, he's still seeking to find the truth out. So he's talking to various people in the. I don't know what's going on with this.
What?
Oh, I see. It's going as a. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's scrolling. It's on the scroll bar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird because it's not
Mm,
supposed to be doing that. It's supposed to appear as a note. But in any case,
mm,
um, Akin is seeking the truth, still trying to find the truth out about his friend Cola. So he's talking to the other women, the previous women that Cola has dated. And
right.
he's finding out that it's true because a lot of these women are still battered. One woman is missing an eye. I mean, like
That's
great
Princess.
princess. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's missing her eye has been destroyed in one of her. She's got to wear a patch over it, and
Hmm.
then above her is behind her. While he's speaking to her, he looks up and sees that there's a whole beautiful portrait of her before all this damage happened to her eye.
Yeah. This when it all starts to unravel for what's his name? Akeem. For this where it starts to all unravel for Cola's best friend because
Oh,
now
okay,
he
Akin, yeah, Akin.
Akin, yeah, because now he realizes, this is all the proof he needed to realize that his best friend was a monster, and he didn't want to believe it. And the young lady went through the story with him. Cola did that to her. He made her sit there, battered, bruised, missing an eye. He wanted to paint her while she was going through this. He wanted to have sex with her while this was going, while she was beat up and just sickening stuff.
He's
Just
sadistic. He's
yeah,
sadistic. Yeah,
yeah, sadistic.
like
That's to another level.
right, but to a whole nother level. Like I'm watching 50 Shades of Grey now, and I'm just trying to finish that up. I know it's an older movie, but I'm just getting to it, and like that's ridiculous to be sadistic like that.
Yeah, yeah, and his
No,
friend really,
hmm
and I know next, I'm not sure if you have this in your notes, but next, that's when.
we got it, honey. We got to go back to the audience. We got to check with the viewers too. We just can't do the notes, right?
Well, we can, but we rolling. Thank you, Roro. I appreciate that. Roro says like Ronald Isley. You know,
Okay.
Ronald
Okay. Well,
Isley.
how much did you slide her before? How much did you cash up her before the
Well,
show?
since she put Ronald Isley, I'm going to say, who's that lady? Who's that lady? Lovely lady, real fine lady. How's that, Roro?
I don't know about Roro, but got me kind of excited. But okay. Roro also says Kimmy is on that adrenaline. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. She is. Kimmy is. Yep, she sure is.
that's
And then
it.
Ellen V comments, yeah, Femi is weak, and that's why his wife runs him. Exactly. My mother used to always say, "I can't stand no henpecked man," and I agree with
Mm,
her.
mm.
I don't want no man. If I can boss you around, I can't handle that.
You Dak wears the pants and the panties. So
Holler. The pants and the panties, the
yeah,
pantaloons.
for real. So
Condessa says, "Yeah, that's wow. Hold
yeah,
on, hold your horses, Alex.
okay,
Kimmy, Kimmy hit the doctor on the head with something. Oh
right.
yeah. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, got it,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
I saw it and then I didn't see it. In the replay, right?
Yeah. And more than
Ah,
likely, I know this is a little bit medical or scientific, but she probably hit the doctor in his brain stem because that's the most sensitive part of the skull of the brain. So if you hit that, you can actually unalive a person. And it's very
mm.
sensitive back there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about I don't know what it was called, but the head in general is very sensitive. That's why
Yeah.
we always have children and even adults wearing helmets when you go out bike riding or any type of activity where you could hit your head.
Yeah.
Monique says you're pushing it with the Ron Isley Roro. That's Papa Bay. All right, Ellen says okay with the vocals, and she's
Uh-huh.
laughing about the Papa Bay.
Yeah, that
All
my
right.
falsetto, my falsetto.
Yeah, falsetto's not bad. I mean, if you
Yeah.
can do Marvin, then we can talk.
Okay.
One more. Ellen V says, I wanted to say Alex was given.
That-
Every time I hear Zaddy now, I think about Ready to Love and Carmen's ex-boyfriend.
oh Lord,
Now
Zaddy.
he was fine. He was
Yeah,
really, really
Zaddy.
yeah, he could be my Zaddy if he wants to.
Oh.
He was fine. That guy was fine.
But thanks,
Uh,
Roro, for clearing that up. How the doctor got unalived because
Thank you. Yes.
I wanted to close that hole up because I know he was laying there next to Ken. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right
Mm,
then. And so Femi is sent out by UDAC to tie up loose ends, i.e. Blade.
right.
And
Hmm.
Femi's hesitation causes his security officer to finish oh wait a minute. Oh, okay. I don't think I did that right. Femi's
Oh,
hesitation causes security to finish the job, right?
right, right,
And
right.
then Kimmy is trying to find shelter for her and Sarah. So I'll
Hmm.
stop there in the notes and we can kind of talk about these scenes, right?
Well, actually, UDAC knew that because Blade called for more money,
Mm-hmm.
and UDAC knew if you pay him now, it's never going to stop. So something has to be done. So she talked, Femi into doing it, but she knew in her heart he would never do that. Okay. So when Femi left to go and meet with Blade, she gave the security guard a nod, like, we already talked about this. Follow him, take care of Blade, because he's not going to do it. You know. And when he got to the room with Blade, he handed Blade the money, and they had a discussion, and Femi pulled the gun out, and he's just shaking. Like, you don't pull a gun out on somebody and don't use it. All this, don't move, stand back, don't move. I mean, all
All that posturing, basically,
all this
right?
posturing. I said don't move.
Yeah.
And if you look at Blade, Blade's laughing at him because he's like, this is not you. What are you doing?
Right.
So then the door
Right.
busts open, the security guard just blasts him, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
And Blade is now unalive.
that's it. And the blood gets on Femi, which I think also turns Udak on, which comes later. But I think
her and those sex scenes, like really, like
oh my goodness.
she,
Wow.
I think she was born in the wrong time and place for what she likes.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's like you said in an earlier podcast, a Udak should have actually been a biological daughter of the mom because they almost
Oh
like cut from the same cloth.
yeah. Oh, I didn't pick that up. That's a good point. Well, I did say that earlier, but
Yeah,
today I wasn't thinking about that. Absolutely, yeah, because they're both ruthless.
yeah, they really
They're,
cut from the same cloth.
and we're gonna go over here to the chat family and see what they're saying.
Mm.
Roro is saying, "Sing it." UDAC, yeah. Roro says UDAC does double duty. That's it.
Mm.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Right.
Condessa. Right. She knew he didn't have it in him to unalive someone.
Yeah, it's not
Yes,
his. Yeah, it's not his
exactly.
thing. She knew
It-
that.
It's not his thing.
You know.
He's not a hands-on guy too much about anything except for that sex. That's the
Right.
only thing he's hands-on with.
And
You
Udak
know.
likes that. I mean, he could do that well, apparently, but she got to really drive him and turn him on and to do that. So
Too much work. He's a guy that requires too much work, in my opinion. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I just can't with him. I just
yeah.
can't.
But
But
also we find out, of course, which we already knew, the police are corrupt. They're on the payroll. The mother has them on payroll
hmm
to find Sarah and Kimmy. They're not even thinking about anybody else at this point. And of course Uncle B is out there as well. So she got them working with Uncle B to find the
hmm
girls. And this
That's
money is
right.
flowing.
That money is flowing, right? Yeah, because I was thinking about it. What is mom getting out of giving all this money to the corrupt IG, the inspector? I think it's that the inspector general. I think it's basically that, you know what, she just wants everything kind of tied up in a neat bow. She doesn't want it to get out to the news media and to the people that her oldest son was actually trying to kill the youngest son, right? It's just a
Mm-hmm.
whole mess. So she's just trying to sweep it all up under the rug as quickly as possible and save the family name and their family pharmaceutical business.
Yeah, and that her son's case also takes priority. I don't want y'all focusing on nothing else until my son's case gets resolved.
Right. But if she doesn't want to find out the truth, that's kind of the thing about it that's crazy. Like, you don't really want to find out the truth. You just want to pin it on somebody and move on.
Right. Mm,
Right. So
yeah.
so so Detective Shytown finds Blade's body.
Right.
He and the inspector general argue about, the corruption that's going on, because Detective Shytown is very clear that the inspector general is in on the fix of the
Yeah.
girls. Yeah.
He asked them, "How much are they paying you?" You
Right,
know,
right. He directly confronts the inspector general, who is higher position than he is, but he doesn't really have any fear. You can tell that he's a man of integrity. He doesn't
right?
have any fear about, is losing his job. I think he has. I think he said he did what, almost 20 years in Chicago on their force.
Yeah, yeah, he did 20 years in Chicago.
So he probably has a pension coming from the United States of America, from the
Yeah,
Chicago to police. Not really. I'm just saying
yeah,
it
yep,
probably will help. I mean, I don't know what the cost of living, the comparable cost of living in the Nigerian dollar to the American dollar, but that'd be interesting to find that out, though.
right. Yeah, what? Yeah, that's that.
Right.
That's that forex, that foreign exchange. So, yeah,
That
I'll be
foreign.
curious.
So Kimmy finds an older woman. And so getting back to Kimmy and Sarah, who are still trying to secure shelter because they went into this village, but the village is pretty much, all the huts are closed up because
Mhm.
there's some type of ceremony going on where these
Well,
guys are.
yeah. Here's what happened with that, and I'm not sure if you caught this or not.
The quick version. The quick
Yeah, the
version.
quick version. The ceremony is there was
Hmm.
a chief that died,
Right.
and they were going. All these troops were going to perform the ceremony for the chief, but the caveat is no one else could be out there. If you crossed their path and they saw
Mm.
you,
Hmm.
they would unalive you. And
Ooh.
that's why Sarah was beating so hard to get in there to help Kimmy, because if they would have got caught outside by those natives, it would have been a wrap for them. And that's tradition. You cannot cross them while they're burying a chief.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, so thank you for that cultural context, because I,
Mm,
I did I heard something about the chief, but yeah, thank you. That's very
yeah,
good information. Very good
yeah,
information.
yeah.
Um,
So they got in there and got Kimmy the help she needed, but they came close to not
to
making it
get
out of there.
to not making it out right. Well, Condessa says she wanted to pin it on her almost daughter-in-law. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she wants to pin it on Sarah and Kimmy. You're right. You're right. Because
Mm.
she never liked Sarah anyway, so that does make her an easy target, doesn't it? Yeah.
It just
She
seemed
never
like
she
she
never
didn't
liked
really.
Sarah.
Yeah, it's like she didn't really care who did it. She was gonna just make sure they get the blame for it. That's what it almost seemed like.
Right, right, absolutely. And Condessa also says the inspector was the only above board, or no, you mean the detective Shytown, but yeah, he was the only above board person in that police department. Exactly,
Right,
absolutely,
right.
absolutely. And we'll go back
Yeah.
over here to our notes. Um, Detective
Mm.
questions. Okay, Detective Shytown questions Femi in the death. So now this is the scene where the detective burst into Femi and his wife's beautiful home and questions Femi about the death of his brother Cola. And of
Right,
course, Udak gets on the phone and calls the inspector general, who she know is corrupt and she knows he's
right.
being paid off to get this guy out of there, get him
Mm.
out of here. How dare you come in and burst in and accuse my husband of murdering his own brother? Just
Right,
very, very self righteous.
right, right. So- but he got them rattled.
He
He got them
did.
rattled, and and they know he's on their tails.
He's on there.
So
He's on their tails.
right, he's on their tails.
The tails, not their tail, but the tails. Okay,
Tails. So
multiple tails.
they got to play. Yeah, all of them. They got to play cleanup quick. Because he's close.
And then this next scene, Kimmy finally tells Sarah, unfortunately, the sad truth about her friend Kenny and how he became unalive with the
Right.
doctor, right?
Yeah,
By the
because
doctor.
Kimmy originally told her that Kenny saved them and let them take his car. She didn't tell him that Kenny was no longer among the living at that point.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to save her friend's feelings and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that at that time.
She
So
needed her to stay. She needed her to stay calm, because if she had broke down, started crying, trying to run back or try to do something, she needed her to save all of her energy and focus on her own healing, because that's the only way they're gonna make it.
right, right,
There's nothing you can do when somebody's already unalive in that situation where you're being chased by police and chased by, the family and everybody else. There's nothing you can do but just keep moving forward.
right,
Um, Uchenna gets free from rehab by trying to seduce one of the wardens, one of the male wardens, and she's able to kissy face on
Yeah.
him and slide those keys off of his keychain while he's kissing on her and feeling on her, right?
Yeah, because right before that, she had another fight with the Incredible Hulk again, but she's
Oh my gosh, that girl, that woman, that
but
big bear of a woman.
oh my goodness, she's always fighting this woman, but she's not scared. So, but
She's not. I give you China. She does have a lot of strength. I mean, like we were saying earlier, she's not. She's stronger than her own brother, but only thing about it, she's unstable because of the addiction problem.
right, she jabbed her in the head, and they took her out of there. But that's when she met with Detective Shawtown, who's Detective Joe, it's his real name. But
Hmm.
Shawtown, and she told Shawtown about the conversation that Cola had with her. That if anything happens to him, look at the brother, look at Femi,
Hmm.
and that kind of took Detective Joe aback a little bit. Like, really, you serious? And then she said, "Help me get out of here.
Hmm.
If you help me get out of here, I can prove all of this." Now, he wasn't instrumental in helping her get out of there. It just, Aubrey, a hard penis is a terrible thing. It's just a terrible thing because
Move,
that's how she
moving
got
forward.
out. That's how she got out.
Well, hey, you know what? I'm always on the side of the woman who's trying to get free. So that's all I can say on that.
And when she got his keys after rubbing all on him and kissing him and got his keys and ran out of there, when she relocked that gate, she gave him the double finger.
Holler.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was a great moment. I only person I wish the bear of a girl. I wish she had been there too, so she could have gave her one too.
Right, exactly. You're exactly right.
Right. But so then we see that Akin, who is Cola's best friend, is sharing with is sharing Cola's sadistic drawings with Detective Shytown. But is it too late to save the girls? Is it too
Mm,
late? You know,
mm,
he's showing all of these women, not one, not two, not three, but several different women that Cola went through in his lifetime where he played that role and he was abusive. He was
right.
abusive and he was basically doing, DV, right?
Yeah, yeah. And this
Mhm.
one, King really gets frustrated because he went through all of this. He sits down with Detective Chi-Town. He shows him all of this, and Detective Chi-Town says, "Nothing I could do. I've been thrown off the case." So he's like, "Really? There's nothing you could do." So
Right.
it's a very frustrating moment, but because even his whole world is shattered. He been living a lie, thinking his best friend was an upstanding model citizen type of guy. Come to
Yeah.
find out, his best friend was a monster.
Or,
So,
or, or at least, we don't paint people in these extreme black and these extreme white situations, but at least, if not all the upstanding and, the Barack Obamas of the world, but at least someone who shared. I think mostly when you're friends with people, this is why they say birds of a feather flock
mm-hmm,
together. Mostly when you have a friend or a partner, mostly you would kind of look for people that share your same values. So I didn't get that Akin was a sadistic, SOB type person, right?
right?
S
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so he found out, yeah, that his best friend was definitely not sharing the same core values that he had, and that's scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because he
So,
was able to hide that. So you
right.
wanna go over here and check out what the viewers are saying in our A
Yeah,
team?
right.
Okay. A team member Roro for real says Condessa. Oh, she's telling Condessa, yes. Detective Shytown was really trying to save the girl. He really was, and that was a thing that really stood out and made you want to really root for him because he really wanted to see good conquer over all, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And them not to go down for this crime because basically they did, unalive Cola, but it was in self defense.
yeah,
Oh yeah, and
yeah.
Roro said that village scene with what you were just explaining about the what would you call that, a ritual?
The
The
ritual. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
she said that was very scary.
yeah.
Oh, got somebody new in the chat. Scorpio TikToker 23. Oh, hi host. Yeah. Good morning from Phil. Hey there. I think I've seen you once before, but hey, thanks. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Phil, or does that mean Philadelphia? It says from
Mm,
Phil. So,
mm,
can he
I,
clarify that? I'm asking him to clarify that.
no, I think I got it.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And Ellen V. Ellen V says, Femi must have been the runt of the family.
That's right.
Oh my God, I had to read. I was reading that and not really comprehending it until after I got it out my mouth. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I think the spiritual, emotional, mental runt. Like sometimes you don't even have to be the small one in the family. You could just be kind of small minded, almost kind of weak
Yeah.
minded. I
Mhm.
don't think. I think a lot of things. I think of some people I know that are very short in stature, but they are very much leaders in every way.
Right. Right.
Last one. Roro says, was that male warden supposed to be a mark?
A monk.
A
Monk.
monk. I'm sorry, a monk. Oh God, need a new prescription. A monk or a minister?
You know what's interesting about this, Roro, is that
That's a
during
good
this whole time that the sister been locked away in this place, we don't see any males whatsoever. None. I don't
I
recall seeing any
know.
males.
I know. That's a very good. Now that's
So,
funny. So
so,
kind of like,
so, so because they got to figure a way for her to get out of there, they
oh,
throw a male in there. So,
that's funny because you're right. Because all the sisters, and I say sisters because, like she said, there did seem to be some kind of religious component to the rehab house,
right.
right?
Almost like
But
nuns.
right, but it was all women up until that
Right.
scene.
Right.
That's a
All women.
very that's a very good point, and Condessa agrees with you. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of took a little bit what we call literary license, right?
Yeah. Right.
Literary license to move the plot along for plot progress.
Yeah.
Condessa's laughing. Okay, we go back over here to our notes real quick.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
uh,
The
yeah. Okay.
drawings. Eugenia tells her mom that Femi conspired.
You have to say that the correct way now. You have to
What
say
was it?
what.
Eugenia?
Yeah, no, yeah, not her name. Continue on, Eugenia,
Eugenia tells her mum
mum.
that
Yes,
that Femi conspired. Mum.
yeah. That Femi conspired. I run out of. They only give you so many spaces on these little
Yeah.
notes. That
But
Femi
she
was conspiring to kill his brother. He was
right.
conspiring to kill Cola,
And
and
she
so because she.
mentioned
Mhm,
and Eugenia mentioned
go
a
ahead.
guy named Blade. And because Femi can't control his emotions, he went out and said he didn't kill him like that. So that got the mother's attention. Like, this Blade. So he's busted right there.
He was
Okay.
busted. Yep, he was
Busted
busted
right
because
there.
like you said, he can't. He is
He
not
put
any
it
kind of man I would ever be attracted to. Just that all of his ways are not. They're not masculine. They're not strong. They don't speak of leadership. I mean, I
mm.
don't know how his wife puts up with him.
Well, he put his foot in his mouth, and now his mom about to put foot to his ass in a minute because she was like, listen here, listen here. That's my number one son. She make no bones about who the number one son is, which hurts the whole family, hurts all the children,
Yeah,
when
and
you
then we
clearly
talked.
have a number one.
And then we talked about last episode, in episode 3. We talked about part 3. We talked about why that was that Cola was her number one child, right?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
because of the tie-in that they had different dads. Like the two children were with her husband, their father,
hmm
but unbeknownst to the father and her husband before he passed away, she had been having an affair with a minister, and
hmm
that was Cola's dad. And because she, I guess, apparently loved this minister secretly, she
Right.
favored that son over all her other children because they had different dads, right?
Right. Right.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
which
So
which al- which also plays a big part in the climactic scene.
Mm-hmm. And Eugenia, after this, after Eugenia helped her mother to see clearly and find out who her son Femi really was, she's then demeaned by her mom. She's demeaned by her because she's saying, "Well, don't think that you're gonna still be the head of the you're gonna be the head of the company because I still don't like you either. I don't like
Right.
either one of you, and you got a drug problem." I mean, she
Right.
really just demeans her daughter. She's not affectionate. She's not loving or nurturing at all to her own children. It's
And
kind of sad.
she tried to console and caress her mom, and her mom showed a moment of weakness, and then she came around back to her own stone cold face and
Hmm.
told her daughter, "You will never take over
Never.
this company.
We
Never,
need Maud here. You'll never,
never,
never.
never. No." and her
Meanwhile, Oh,
And
go
she
ahead.
shut and the mother shut the tears off real quick. Almost instantly she shut the tears off. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
She's in control of her emotions.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sarah is recovering. She's recovering in the hut. The Nigerian police actually captured the girls, both Sarah and Kimmy.
Hmm.
We'll go on here.
And
Sarah
Uncle B is with them.
and
You
Uncle B,
remember?
right? Thank you. Uncle B is with them because, right, because of the corruption in the police force, he's allowed to be with them. And rather than take the girls to some, jail cell to wait arraignment and all these things that we have in America, or that I'm sure they probably have some similar processes in Nigeria. Rather than that, they take Sarah and Kimmy over to Cola's parents, to his mother, to his mom, right?
Right. The police allow Uncle B to take the girls. Now that's unprecedented, but they were paid off.
It's corrupt.
Yeah,
It's
it's
corruption
corrupt.
at its fullest, right? At its finest. Uncle B is about to finish them off when Uchina surprises him.
Yeah,
Ha,
it's mayhem.
it's mayhem.
Um,
Yeah, it's
well,
mayhem.
well, well, well. First, the mother, of course, wants Femi to do it. Okay, and again, Femi shaking. Okay, he's shaking in his boots or his leather shoes. And the girls, Sarah starts to get up. And he sit down. I said, sit down. Get on your knees. You're the one with the gun, but you're begging people to follow directions. But she basically gets up and just starts saying what a monster cola is. And then Kimmy gets up and Kimmy, tells them he was going to kill Sarah with his bare hands, and we had to do what we had to do, you know. And he's still shaking and shaking and shaking. And then that's when, Uchina sees kind of an opening for her, you know, because after Femi continues to shake, Uncle B takes the gun from Femi. He's about to do it. And that's when Uchina begs the mother, let me do it. I want to be head of this family. Because she already had a scheme in her brain what she was going to do.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm responding to out there in the chat.
Okay.
And we're gonna
Yeah.
go back over to Jay Wiley says, yeah, that's bad for a parent to voice that they have a favorite child. Absolutely. I agree
Yeah.
with you. It's always bad, especially if it's happening now. Now he's an adult. In my mind, I guess I I think I can see where it would hurt an adult child, but I think if you got a healthy self-esteem, you probably seen that if a parent was bold enough to say that to you as a 30-something-year-old man or woman, you probably already seen evidence of that your whole life. If you grew up in the family with that parent, you already saw evidence of it. So now they're saying something what you already know. They're confirming what you already know in your heart to be true. So um I think there's
Yeah.
some point we all have to look at, sometimes we have relatives that are unhealthy, and what you have to do is you have to accept who they are, love them anyway, and just continue on with your life. Roro for real says he was there when she first, wait a minute, who Roro, who was there when she first got there? I'm lost
Yeah.
because I'm going back and forth with the comments. I'm trying to figure out who you saying. Are you talking about Detective Chi-Town?
Right.
And then she says, "Mum," but
With two M's.
okay, okay, right. I'm not
Oh
sure.
man.
I've got lost in the sauce here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So many moving parts to the story.
Mm.
Roro says, "I agree that the mother was the worst thing that happened to Femi and the sister." Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and even Cola, because
And
Cola was distorted and messed up and confused and a sadistic sob. But you got to
well,
think about, how did he get that way? This
yeah.
mother raised him, so I'm sure that played a part in
And
who he became.
in this climactic scene, Uchina also tells, Femi and everyone that the mother unalived their natural father.
Oh yeah,
You
I almost
remember?
forgot. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yes.
Because she was in love with the minister, and Cola was really not their dad's child, and their dad
Mm-hmm.
found out, and then she had him unalived.
Uh-huh.
So
So
this,
you go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I was just gonna say, so what you were saying, earlier, is so true, that Udak and the mom, they are so much alike. That should have been her biological child.
Right. Right.
Yeah, they're both evil women. Ooh.
Right. And then
Yeah.
before they left the house, though, we find out later that Uchina actually called Detective Chi-Town and said they're gonna have the girls at the warehouse. Meet me over there now. Because he
Mm-hmm.
got a voicemail he listened to. That's how he ended up over there. Because
Right.
Uchina
Right.
had called him and told him to meet her there, that they had the girls. So she had a plan in her head the whole time.
She did. She
You
did.
know,
And even when she said she asked to take the weapon because she wanted to do it, as a viewer, as I'm watching it, I said, okay, yeah, no, she's not gonna do them. She's really trying to even up the score because she
yeah.
sees how evil her family is, how evil and corrupt her family is. She's not gonna do the girls.
I mean,
And
soon
hmm
she asked her mother, "Let me do it. I want to run the family." And her mother
hmm
instructed Uncle B to give her the gun. Soon she got that gun. Uncle B turned his back and started to walk away. Bop.
I know it's not funny, but it's kind of funny though because
Yeah.
he was such a cool dude and he was running things and he was also very cruel and very sadistic, right?
Right. Right.
We seen him do away and mistreat and abuse a bunch of people in this series, right?
Right.
So,
Exactly. So
mm,
now Eugenia got all three of them hostage: the mother, Femi, and Udak. You know, while she runs down the story to them. What's been going on, how she feels, so forth, and excuse me. And they don't believe she gonna actually pull this trigger. They don't believe
mm,
it, but she instructs Udak to uncuff the girls, uncuff Femi, Kimmy, and Sarah, and tells them to run and get out of here. You know,
right. She's trying to make things right because she's seen that they're really just caught up in the cog of the mum, Femi, Udact, her sister-in-law. They're just caught up in the corrupt police. They're just caught up in that whole cog, and they really, they were really just trying to self-defense with her brother Cola. It wasn't
right,
like it was premeditated or anything.
right, right. Because Eugena's thing is okay. No more innocent victims, girls. Y'all go and get out of here. I'm gonna take care of this. Y'all go and get out of here. And when they leave and run out of there, they run into some headlights in a car. They turn around and run back and and hide in some other little smaller room. We'll come to find out the headlights are Detective Chi-Town, and he calls out to them. So
Mhm.
now Kimmy and Sarah's having a debate. Like, Sarah's like, let's go out there. He wants to help us. But Kimmy doesn't trust it. And then Kimmy's like, listen, you may be okay, but what about me? And Sarah assures her, whatever happens, we go down together. And that's it. Let's go. Do you trust me? You got to trust me. And she said, and then Kimmy says, okay. And they go out there to, Detective Joe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So
So,
you want wrapping it up with the
yeah,
shot
yeah.
fired, the two shots that we heard at the
Oh,
end.
yeah. So while they're talking to Detective Joe and trying to let him know that, they're good to go, we hear two shots in the background. Pop, pop. So Detective Joe,
I love your special effects. You don't
yeah,
even need a machine. Do that one more time.
pop, pop, so Detective Joe runs into the warehouse. You funny.
Go ahead.
Detective Joe runs into the warehouse, and Femi and Udak have been unalived by Uchina. And the
Mm,
mother is on her knees, and Uchina got the barrel of the gun at the mother's forehead. Now, this is a total turn of events. And Detective Joe, aka Chi-Town, is begging her, pleading with her to put the gun down and stop the madness now. He even puts his gun down, which I wouldn't have done. I'm not doing that. Because if you have an unstable person with a gun, I'm not putting my gun down. But
right.
I guess he figured that they developed a rapport when he went to visit
Yeah.
her and stuff like that. They have a rapport. So he felt
Right.
he could trust her enough where he can put his gun down and continue to build that trust with her in that moment.
Mhm.
So at this point, we finally see the mom weak. because she's pleading for her life at this
Right.
point. And she's saying, "Don't do this. I'm your mother. Oh, now you my mother." After
Right.
all this
Mm-hmm.
crap going on, everybody's dead everywhere. This child he's not really our brother.
Unalive.
All,
Unalive.
all, all this crap going on. Now you my mother. All of a
Right.
sudden.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, so and it ended right there. That's where it ended.
That's where it ended.
That's where it ended. So
Some people are speculating that there may be another season or series that it may pick up again, and they may move on with the storyline. What do you think as a filmmaker? What do you think that the opportunity or chances are? Do you see that the story arc could continue, or do you think this is it? Because and for me, I thought this was it. This last episode.
yeah, I think it could be it, but I think if they really want to be creative with it, they could bring Uchina back running the family empire. I think she could really off the mother, and she can
Mm-hmm.
come back, and I think Detective Joe might want to cover for them, all three of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she can come back and run the empire and have Sarah and Kimmy running it with her. That'll be the
Wait,
ultimate thing.
wait. Oh, wow. That's a twist. That's a real plot twist at the end. Wow.
Yeah,
I
that would
kind
be
of
a
like
great
that.
that'd be a great way to start another season if they want to do it
Uh,
again.
oh, okay. Okay, cuz I definitely guys, what do you think? Give us, what was the pros and cons for you for Blood? Go ahead, say the name of it again and do it the regular way.
Blood, blood.
There's a whole nother word there, sir.
Okay. This is the day of the remix because it's the final episode. We're doing the remixes.
I don't like your remix, sir.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I'm actively seeking your replacement, okay? 'Cause this remix situation is not gonna ever work. Can you
Look
just do
at
it the regular way? Come
look at that.
on.
I sing a Ronald Isley
This
song
is
for y'all
this is
today.
this is for Roro and Monique
Uh,
and Ellen
Ellen. Ellen.
and Sylvia. There's A teams that are here. These A team members that are here, they want to hear it the correct way. Would you give it the correct way,
Okay,
please?
I'm gonna give it the correct way. Blood, blood, sisters.
I'll see you after the show. I'll see you after the show.
Oh my
Guys, we
goodness.
want to thank you. We want to thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I
Let
love
me
it.
pick
I
up this
love it.
itinerary here. We got some more things coming. Tomorrow night, we'll be back again. I don't know if this guy will make it back or not. We'll probably have somebody covering for his role. We'll be back tomorrow night. We're running late, guys. Those of you that follow owns Love and Marriage DC with Monique Samuel, Chris Samuels, the Silvas, and the Tylers, right?
Right,
And Winter Williams, and
right.
Crazy Swindler. They're calling him. I just saw this. They're calling him the Winter Swindler because they've been catching
Oh,
on. And
good.
everybody's been calling him the Tender Swindler, and so now they're calling him the Winter Swindler. I think that's pretty catchy. We'll be
Wow.
back. We'll be back with that whole shebang tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Love and Marriage DC, and then again on Sunday we'll be coming back at some point in time. We haven't tightened up the hour if that'll be 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock for Love and Marriage DC. We'll do the latest one that comes out on Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and then guys, be on the lookout for next Friday. I'm going to be doing a collaboration. You guys remember I worked with Sonia G from Let the Lady Speak podcast. Well, we're coming back again next Friday, and we're going to do a collab on relationships, right? We're going to
Mm-hmm.
do a She Says podcast on ladies talking about men and women and their relationships. So
Uh-oh, that's
that
dangerous.
that that's next Friday, the 15th. That'll be at 6 p.m. And there are many more things. We're going to be doing some giveaways and some membership giveaways, guys. So if you know how to turn on your membership receiving button, if not, I'm going to put that video on my community tab page so that you can find out how to do that, because some of you will be eligible to win a free month paid membership. Okay, let me check the chat here. Monique says, One. Okay, Monique is asking for one last time. Now, would you get it right
That
this time? Would you get it
that
right?
Aubrey, that's the way I've been doing it. I don't know what you've been hearing. This the way I've been doing it. A
You
same
know
thing
what?
over and
I
over
can't
again.
I can't with you. You messed up the sister part. You messed up the sister part. But we'll let Ellen say it in the chat because
Okay.
you're not doing it correctly. That's all right. If you wanna be skimpy on the sister, that's okay.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
we know you guys get a little jealous of us ladies getting the attention. I guess you thought the title should have been Blood Brothers or
No,
something.
your headset didn't pick it up. That's what it is. Ask
No,
Ellen V. Did I say sisters?
my headset is fine, dear. I can hear you talking right now. Blip 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 blip. Anyway, Cadessa says thanks. Wait. What's she saying? Wait. What's going on, Ellen? Oh, and did
Mm.
we get the thumbs up in the chat, guys? Because none of my moderators they were so enticed in the story, and nobody said thumbs up or anything. So, guys, please check your thumbs up. Oh, wait a minute, Monique. Are you kidding me? We've been on
Oh,
this.
Monique, you're
Monique,
breaking my
I am
heart.
so disappointed in you. Oh my, read that, Alex. Read that on the
Monique King says I failed. I still haven't seen one episode. LOL. But
Oh
I will
good.
watch Blood Sisters.
Okay, and wait a minute here. Yeah, Savage Beauty.
I,
Alex.
I may watch that
Savage
because
Beauty.
I may watch that because I heard they got some full frontals in that one, so I may watch it.
Anyway, I'm gonna find a new partner to do Savage Beauty with. Okay, we're gonna move on because Alex he be dragging his heels, and anybody got time for that. Monique, yay, love you. Yeah, okay, great. So she's talking about Monique is saying that she loved Sonia and I's last collaboration with Shorty, the Shorty interview. Thank you very much. Roro is just laughing her head off at
Yeah,
Alex's his hijinks and whatnot,
yeah,
like a little 6-year-old kid.
yeah.
Now you want to tell him, Monique? Oh,
She said hit like on the way out.
Roro. Okay, you know what? She's
She
just a
like both
fan of
ways.
Alex's.
So
She's a fan of Alex's. Oh, hey, Miss
now that
Creative.
now
Hopefully
Roro's
you
a
catch
woman. Roro's a woman with some taste. She got class.
taste.
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
class.
she does
Yeah.
have class. Yes, she does. You got to get in on it. I'm telling you, Be Amazing Sylvia, you and your husband. It's a good show for, couples to watch. I mean, you can watch it, single people can watch it. Anyone, I would say mature audience, I would probably say 17 and above. But the Nigerian films are exploding on Netflix. I don't know if you have Netflix, have access to Netflix, definitely check it out. It is so well written and so well put together. It's a 4 hour, 4 part series, and each episode is roughly an hour. But
Yes.
I mean, if you've got a weekend, you can easily binge it because it's so binge worthy. You're gonna want to see what happens next. It's really, really good, in my opinion. And Alex, he's a filmmaker, and he even thinks it's really good, don't you, Alex?
Yes, I enjoyed it. I really did.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Creative. You guys got to get into it because the Nigerian, I don't want to say, I hate to say it, but the Nigerian film industry, they're about to surpass, in my opinion, they're about to quickly surpass the American film industry in their putting together of story making. Very good quality. The costumes, the attire, their fashions are different from ours. Some of them, in some cases, where you got, I think, what is it now? The one that they're asking us to cover next, the Savage Beauty. Savage Beauty in South Africa, I think, is a little more Americanized, but the fashions are fabulous.
Yes.
They're so elaborate. I mean,
Mm.
they really put their money in their clothes.
Yes.
Monique. Yeah, it's on Netflix, right? It's on Netflix. Be Amazing Sylvia. Oh, and one last thing before we go. So you guys, Be Amazing Sylvia is also a content creator and a member here on the Actually Aubrey podcast, and I just wanted to highlight her because she's came in and wanted to be with us, so I wanted to highlight her too. So definitely check her out. She does shorts on Thursday afternoon 5:45. If you have shorts, if you're a content creator, I posted that on my community tab, so you guys can go over there and check that out and follow her. And Miss Creative says Nigerian, yeah, they are bomb. Oh, you canceled Netflix though. Yeah, Yeah, everything is going up. We don't even want to talk about it, okay? Guys, we love you. Alex, you want to say anything to our viewers and our 18 members?
Yes, just thank everybody, who always follow us, our faithful, all the new people that come in by word of mouth, all the
Yes.
memberships, just become members and share the video. When you share the video,
Yeah, share
encourage
it out,
folks.
guys.
Yeah, share it out. Encourage folks to leave comments. We respond to all the comments or as many as we can. And we just love you guys for always being here to support us. It means a lot.
Yeah. And on that note, guys, we're going to get on out of here.